Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel again. So today we are making Christmas sweets because Christmas is round the corner, and I'm making one of my favorites, which is the kalkals and kormolas. I have many memories attached to this, so let us begin. We need some coconut milk, and we are using some semolina. We have some caster sugar here, and we have flour. We have some clarified butter or ghee that has been melted, and we have some oil for frying, of course, and we also need 2 eggs for this recipe. So we begin with cracking the eggs and separating the egg yolk from the egg whites, because for this recipe we need only the egg yolks. So we will just separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. So this is how you do it. In case you don't know how to separate it, it's quite simple. And then in a mixing bowl we will add 2 tablespoons of clarified butter, and to that we will add semolina, and then give it a good mix. I just showed you how to separate the egg yolks. In case you don't know, it's really easy. And once this semolina and the clarified butter has been mixed, we will then add the flour. So you just pour in the flour. Don't worry about the quantities, I've mentioned them in the description box for you, so you can have a look there. All the quantities are there. And then we will add our 2 egg yolks, and once this is done we add some sugar. So we are adding 200 grams of sugar. Also remember to add a pinch of salt. I did add it but forgot to show it here. So just a pinch of salt, or as per taste you can adjust it. And then we need some coconut milk. So we add the coconut milk, and then basically begin the process of kneading it. So then you just knead it. You can also add the coconut milk little at a time as you knead it. You will know, depending on the texture, how much you need to add. And then you really need to knead it well, and the dough is now ready, almost there. And it smells so Christmassy in here, and the dough looks absolutely lovely. The next step is to now cover the dough and leave it for about 10-15 minutes. You can use anything to cover it really. You can use a lid, we are just using cling film, you can use a damp cloth, and we just keep it aside for about 15 minutes. So just seal it well and keep it aside for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes we will then come and check on it. So we check on it after 15 minutes and it looks lovely. This is the texture that we are after, so we are good to go. Then basically we start forming our kalkals. So for that we use a fork, just the back of a fork, and you put the dough on the fork and then basically spread it out evenly and gently, and then you begin to roll. If you find that the dough is a bit sticky, you can add some oil to your hands and that will solve the problem. So there you go, the kalkals are ready. They are really easy to make, and to form. You can see it's a fun activity to do with everyone in the family. And here we have another one that's formed as well. It's so easy to shape the kalkals, or just use the back of a fork. We are doing it again so that you can see. So there you go. And then at the end just remember to press it so that it's sealed and doesn't open while frying. So you do this with as much as of the dough as you want, and depending on the quantity of kalkals that you need. With the remaining dough we then just shape it into balls, basically as many as you can get from the remaining dough after you've made the kalkals. So this is what we are after, and you just basically shape them into balls, and then it's time to roll them out. So you just basically dust some flour on them, to assist in the rolling out process. So you just add some flour, just dust them with some flour, and then you're ready to roll them out. So then basically just roll them out, and once you've rolled them to the desired size that you're after, you do this with all the balls that you were able to make from the dough that remained after making your kalkals. And you basically just use flour whenever you need while rolling it out. So just give it a generous dusting of flour, and then once you have rolled out all of them, you just basically cut them. So this is how we cut it, just vertically and horizontally. Just basically cut them, and you get these pieces, and you're ready to shape your kormolas now. So you just basically join the opposite ends and then twist them on both sides, and your kormola are ready. It's really that easy, and it's so fun to make. I have so many memories attached to this. I remember the neighbors going from one place to another neighbor's place in Goa, and it used to be so much fun. So yes, a lot of memories attached to this, and I absolutely love it as well. It's a nice tea time snack. So there you can see it's so easy to make these. You do the same with the remaining dough that you have. Just roll them out basically, and it saves you a lot of time as well if you do it like this. Different people I know make kormolas in different ways. Some people don't even add semolina to the mixture. It's however you like it, really. This is how we do it. So then we just continue rolling the remaining dough that we had, and then cutting them into the pieces like I just showed you. Do the same. If you want them, if you want the kormola bigger in size, you can make bigger pieces. If you want them smaller, you make smaller. So these are the kind of pieces that we get. And then basically we again form them into a kormola. So basically the opposite sides, and then twist them just like we showed you previously. So yes, depends on what size you want them as well. You can adjust the size and make smaller pieces if you want smaller size kormolas. So then just give them a good twist. In the meantime that you're making these, you can also keep the oil to heat, because you have to deep fry them, so the oil can begin to heat in the meantime. And then you just complete this and finish all of the batch and forming your kormolas. What is your favorite Christmas sweet? What do you enjoy? Do comment below and let me know. This is definitely one of my favorites among the many others that are there. So then, in Goa we have the tradition where we make a cross or a huris as they say, and we begin frying all our Christmas sweets by making a little cross that we first put into the hot oil. So we'll make the cross and then put it into the oil. It's just a way of seeking blessings from the divine to start the festive season in your house, basically to kick off all the festivities. So once the cross goes into the oil, then we can start frying our Christmas sweets that were formed. We first add the kalkals. So the kalkals are now going in. If you're worried about putting them into the oil directly, just put them on a ladle and then let them in the oil. This is an easy way to do it. Make sure to check on them and give them a good stir in between. And there you go, Once you check on them after some time, they're going to be ready. And you can just take them off out. You repeat this with the kormolas as well. We do the same with them. You can just slide them into the oil. And then remember to stir them in between. You have to remember that the temperature of the oil needs to be hot but not really high, so don't cook it on high flame because otherwise they'll get burnt and not be cooked on the inside. So just basically check on them regularly and cook them on medium flame so that they cook through even on the inside. That is a very important thing while frying the kormolas, to remember that they cook on the inside as well. So cook them on medium flame always, because if you cook them on high flame, there's a possibility that you're going to burn them. So then, depending on how golden color you want them, some like them a deep golden color, some just like them a light golden color. So depending on how you prefer them, you can then take them off. This is like the color that we like them. So we take them off, then we add a second batch. So again, I'm putting them on a ladle just to help you if you're afraid of sliding them directly into hot oil, because you really got to be cautious. The oil is really hot. So you just basically can put them on a ladle and put it in, or if you're confident enough, just slide them directly into the oil. And then you put them into the oil, check on them regularly, give them a stir in between. And they're basically ready. And then you take them out on a kitchen towel. Just use a kitchen towel into a bowl, and then you can just drain them out there. And there you go, just like that, your kalkals and kormola are ready. Some people I know, they also use a sugar coating later for them, but we just find them sweet enough like this because we've added sufficient sugar at the beginning and feel no need to add the sugar coating. But you can do whatever you prefer. If that's something you like, go ahead and you can coat them with sugar syrup. You just make a solution of sugar syrup and then put these in there and coat them basically. But this is how we like it. So there you go, your kalkals and kormola that were really easy and quick to make are ready. Then once they cool down, we can store them in an airtight container. So we just let them cool down and then transfer them into an airtight container. When kept airtight, they remain up to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how long you take to finish them. They normally vanish quite quick, so I doubt they will remain that long. But there you go, it's that easy and simple to make, and your box of Christmas goodies is ready. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Do share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching till the end.